Yeah? No? Well, I've never done anything like this before at all. Ooh, this stuff smells bad. How do I look? Alright? Same? No difference at all, eh? Let's see in this mirror. Does that look alright? Yeah, I think I'm ready. Yeah, ready when you are. Hi, my name's Cam. I guess this is the story of how I overcame one of my biggest challenges. When I was growing up, I was I was pretty athletic. I played a lot of sports. But the one mistake, the one regret, I think that I have is I wish my parents would have taught me how to run on a treadmill. When I first went down to that down to the treadmill, I didn't realize it was going to be so hard. You see all the time on the infomercials, and people are just running on those treadmills like it's no big deal. But I'm sure some of you guys know as well. It's not always easy. They were always saying, Cam, go outside, go run around, play in traffic, all this stuff that parents always encourage their kids to do, but they never once taught me how to ride a treadmill. At that point I figured, what's better to train on other than a treadmill than open ice or the outside. I live in an area that's quite snowy this time of year, and I figured, hey, why not go try to do some work on ice. It's all about training. It started off well. I was going out every morning. I was exercising, and I was stretching and everything, and I felt like I was doing very well. So I decided to give it another try on the treadmill. And I wasn't there yet. I wasn't where I needed to be. So, trial and error, I found out these things have lots of speeds. If you start it really slow, it's easier to work up. So, my brother was funny. He's a runner. He always ran sort of through his entire career, and he would laugh at me if he knew what was going on. He's no longer with us. He was in a running accident. So I'm starting to feel it a bit here. I'm still on 2.4 miles per hour. My goal today was to go 1 mile. I'm on 0.3 of that mile. I feel like my body is slowly giving out. I can feel chills. I don't know whether that's a sign of hypothermia or just exercising too much. I'm not a physiologist, so I'm just gonna keep pushing through. Just remember telling myself, Cam, keep going, keep going, keep going. I think of how fast a car drives a mile, when you're watching your odometer, and that was the image that was in my head. Just keep running, keep going. You're not a car, but you're almost as fast. And then it happened. I hit that number. A lot of times people will tell you you can't do things, you can't climb that mountain, or you can't, go to the prom, or you won't ever find love and you'll be lonely for the rest of your life. But that doesn't mean it's true. With enough hard work and with enough dedication and motivation and training and practice, you can do anything that you want to be. And I'm living proof. I've always been a bit of a dog person, and so when I was little, I saw the movie called Old Yeller. For any dog fans, that's a really traumatizing movie. And since I love dogs so much, one day I woke up and I decided, hey, I should do something to tribute to Old Yeller. And so I put a yellow shoelace, on my shoe, which signified Old Yellow, because they're old shoes, and it's a yellow shoelace. Which obviously is not the same pronunciation, but it's close enough. And for me, it reminds me. And every time I go running, I'm looking down at my feet, especially when I'm really tired, and I can see that yellow, and I remind myself, I don't want to be shot, so gotta keep running.